Hector is here. Yay. Hector, you need to become a teacher so that everything that we talk about tonight can be really relevant for you.
Yes.
But actually, it is very relevant because Hector, who is in the chat here, um, has been one of our incredible, yes, Ireland, the party is here right now. Um, uh, Hector is a wonderful demonstration of all the great stuff that we do. And we'll give it about 2 more minutes. Um,
Well, we're
we got
working on
9.
both Bolero and Song for America, and Hector was killing it in Song for America, right?
Ooh, yeah. You know what? Do you all want a sneak peek while we're waiting of the first sort of 10 seconds of Song for America? It's not nearly done. Should I show them?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so hang on. Share screen. All
For
right, can you
your
see this?
dancing pleasure.
All right, this is just the opening, first 20 seconds. Okay, are you
And
teased enough by that?
hopefully, Yuval will have it finished by tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
Supposedly. All right, let's get started, Mark. And because we're recording this, and what we're going to do is we'll post it on Facebook
Yeah.
tomorrow or later this evening, the links so that whoever is missing us on Facebook can come over here.
Yes. Well, welcome everybody. Laura and I wanted to do a brief share. We want to share with you what we are thinking about, and in the last 5 months have been life changing for us all. And we always believe that we pick ourselves up as quickly as possible and adapt and learn. And what has happened, actually, we've developed something that's really cool and actually applicable for not only today, but also in the future. And as we know, the live in classroom experience will never be replaced forever. We need that, the interaction, the social, the emotional, the stimulus that you have with humans near you is a really good experience that will never be removed. But now we also have to balance it with a secondary system of learning, which is really cool, which is technology. And we've been doing it for over 20 years using technology. And musicians generally have their own recording studios. So imagine if each one of your students has a small, compact recording studio at home that they're able to take your work and you can oversee and be part of the mentoring in that kind of environment. It's really, really exciting. Um, and we are premiering it. Actually, we're going to share with you. Laura's going to share with you the links to it. But it's very exciting because at our camp 6 weeks ago, at our camp, we test drove it, and
Yeah.
we really didn't know what we were going to get from it, and the campers and the students. But we found within a matter of minutes of that Monday morning of our beginning of our camp, in a matter of minutes, we went, wow, this is working, and we're engaging students on screen for more than 5 minutes, for more than an hour, for sometimes 3 hours a day, with tremendous results because they're practicing on their own while they're filming and doing performance stuff and practicing and recording on Soundtrap so that we can critique it. So it's very exciting for Laura and I. So we are working on an online environment that help us develop a better student. So we're partnering with our teachers with this platform so that we can really create a great learning experience for our teachers, and then they transfer it to their students.
Yeah, and basically, I guess if there's something to be grateful for there's a lot to be grateful for pretty much every day. But you think about the pandemic and the challenges and everything that we're all going through, and it's like, what are the positives? What are the upsides, right? So, and we're trying to think of that. And we've been talking about developing an EYS University for years, and we've been talking about bringing in online components for years. Well, our hand was sort of forced here with everything happening. And so the online component, overwhelmingly everybody who participated in our rock orchestra camp said you have to keep the online component even when we're back to in person, which of course is great because it can work and it all works hand in hand. And like Mark said, it complements the in-person classroom, which of course there's no substitute for. But all the technology that we have at our disposal, imagine if we use it in super cool ways. So we know how busy you all are. We all know what kind of challenges everybody's experiencing, but we want you to know that Electrify Your Symphony is here to help support you in all of your efforts, whether you're online, in person, a combination of the two, anything, whether it's now or down the road. But we wanted to give you a little glimpse into our world and show you the new website, give you a little bit of a tour. Some of you may have seen it, but we're here to help. And there's a lot of different options. And if your school has no budget whatsoever, the Mark Wood Music Foundation is here. And applying for a grant is super easy, and we'll post about that. Maybe we can put that in the comments, or we'll put it somewhere. We'll let you know. But find Mark Wood Music Foundation. So it's markwoodmusicfoundation.org or mwmfoundation.org. And contact us and let us know if you need a grant. We've had some very generous donations lately from a couple of people, and who want to remain anonymous, but have really been so helpful to us and are helping us along with our mission here. So check out what we've been doing. This is really exciting.
Let's share the screen.
Share the screen. So let's refresh this page, frankly, because I really like what happens when we refresh it. Okay, wait. Come on. Home. All right. Well, this is our home page. So on the home page, this is usually moving, and there's a lot of really fun stuff. There we go. That's what we're trying to get. So I thought that by refreshing the page, we'd do that. But our mission, which you've all been following us, you know, this year's tour, first of all, are you all noticing a color theme on this website? I am. Everything has to match my hair. And so when our new web designer was coming up with this, she very quickly picked up on the fact that purple was a theme. So yeah, this is very much a Laura Kaye joint here.
For
So
better, for worse, yes.
for better or for worse. So
Well,
this year's
the key,
tour,
of course, Laura, is that it's this is ours. This is a very
yeah,
artistic approach to life, which is what we teach every day. We are the examples.
it's what we do. So
This is
learn
what we
more
do.
about the tour, gets you this super cool flaming flame
Ah,
encased spotlight tour logo. And we could not think of a better name for this year's tour, because since so many people are doing online, whether it's fully online or partially online, it's all about shining a spotlight on each individual student. So the orchestra kids or the choir kids or the band kids who are usually in the back row and think that nobody can see them, and in a large performance space, it's easy for them to hide. When we're doing a virtual concert video, you're there, we're going to feature you. And so we have to concentrate on giving these kids all the skills that they need to survive in this environment. So let's see next. So we all see this great little, let's move us out of the way. This great little purple button in the upper right goes to our online options page. So let's talk about that for a second. Yes, we've gone digital, and here's all this cool stuff here. And this is what we're offering. So you can start at the very basic of just, Mark has so many incredible arrangements and compositions, and they start at only $75 a piece. If your school purchases 4 of them, Mark will even do a 45-minute virtual performance for your students, complete with question and answer, which is great. A lot of these have tutorial videos and performance videos, so that there's things that accompany them as well. Plus, masterclasses, a 1-hour masterclass with Mark or me or any of our artist mentors on our team. Mark, you want to just tell the folks what they can expect if a teacher books a masterclass with you?
yeah, I do about 1 or 2 a month, and I find them to be so satisfying and so fun because it's a controlled environment. I can share screens, I can perform with the highest fidelity, and I can bring people into my world. As you can see behind me, I've got my history of the electric violin, and I love sharing that, love performing. And then sometimes we pick a piece of music that I'm able to do a real master class on tearing apart an original composition that I've written so you can get inside the way a composer thinks.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Next and last, well, any of this can be combined in any way. We're just sort of showing you little bits and pieces. Master classes, we also do artist visits. So we can do an online artist visit where we can perform for your entire school. And think of that in terms of what a great recruitment tool for your music program. So to have an artist come on, and we have access to some of the top incredible artists in our field.
Yeah,
EY,
sometimes we can bring
yeah,
the entire school in to watch these because there's no
yeah,
limit to the amount of people to watch a master class. If you want to get the community involved and maybe really get the message out that this is about your orchestra program, this is about your music program, it's a big help.
yes, absolutely. Um, Rachel Greenman is texting me. Hey, Rachel, I don't know if you're still watching, but I will read your text, and I will definitely talk to you about that. The problem with Zoom tonight was not operator error. It's a Zoom issue that kept giving us a 404 not found page error, whereas YouTube hooked right up. It happens, technology, but we're here and we're here with you. So yay. So an EYS project-based experience consists of, you can choose from 1 to 4 songs from our catalog. And for each song you pick, you'll get 2 hours with Mark or me or whoever you're choosing to work with, um, working with your entire group, working with small ensembles, because this is what we found gave us the most success at MW Rock, was working in small groups. We could give individualized attention to every student that was participating. We'll give you sheet music, we give you play along tracks, tutorial videos, and then at the end, your students will film themselves in a virtual concert, and we will edit that. And this is what I'm really excited. And plus, we're going to throw in a new Hip Hop 101 unit for free to every school that books an EYS project-based experience. So I'm going to stop the share for a minute while I can get this all queued up. We are incredibly excited to have that our wonderful, beautiful, incredible administrative director, Deb Wyant, has been familiarizing herself with editing videos, and she's doing a phenomenal job. And this is her first. Deb will be our video editor for everything that is an EYS project-based experience. We're going to show you 20 seconds of a video that Deb edited. This was from camp, so that's where you're going to see some older people in addition to younger students. But what I want you to notice and take away from this is that this is not your typical virtual concert video. This is people who are emoting and expressing, and there's movement. Well, you watch for yourself, right? Okay. All right, and we are here. Okay. So that's a little bit of a tease, but there you go.
Yeah.
um, and that's Mark's composition, Wood's Bolero. Um, so, and it's not going to be the standard virtual concert video. Um, you want to go back to the website for a sec, Mark? What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the website and let's go to.
And another thing that I find to be really exciting is the amount of teacher workshops we're doing in professional development, uh, and utilizing the platform for that has really been effective for our teachers to learn about this new world of platforms and technology use. In fact, a couple of months ago, I was honored to work with the entire district in Tucson, and we did 2 hours a day, 3 sessions, 6 hours total of a professional development. Very successful and very important to share. A lot of this stuff is actually new to us too, so we're learning along with you with the platforms. But we've got the content though. The content is what's the bottom line on everything.
And we have a question. Can individuals purchase music, get lessons, or have classes? The answer is yes, and yes, and yes. So contact us and we'll give you more information. Mark and I both are actually giving lessons now. Um, our schedule used to be we're on the road pretty much 24/7 for 9 months out of the year, which
20
really didn't
years.
allow us, for 20 years, really didn't allow us the flexibility to be able to offer lessons. And we love working with people one-on-one. So yes, yes, and yes. Please contact us. You can contact our office at hello@markwoodmusic.com, or deb@markwoodmusic.com, or contact us through Facebook, or put your stuff in the comments and we'll get back to you. But yes, absolutely, we can all do that stuff. So let's get back to the website for a sec and let's meet our team. Um, because like we said, we can do workshops and artist visits and master classes with Mark, with me. I not only work with choirs, but any instrumentalist, because I will help you to find your voice. I'll help you to become a better performer. I will help you to identify where your audience is and how to play to it, because this is really, really important stuff to know in today's environment. We have Dr. Javier Stupard, who's the head of our band division, Sarah Charnas, who's also from orchestra, and choreography and movement, because as you all probably noticed in that little 30-second clip, nobody was just standing still. You have to move. An effective performer has to move. We have Hayden Vatera, Greg Byers on cello, Val Vagoda, who's also orchestra and choir, Leela Hood, band, Michael Ray, Elijah when Elijah's available. And we can also bring in our bass player to work with your bass players, with your bass. If you're an orchestra, your bass and cello students, he's got some incredible resources. Bring Jason, our drummer, in to do a rhythm class for your students. Again, this is any music program. Rhythm is essential and takes you away from the dots on the page and more into an environment where you feel the music. And our guitarist, who is phenomenal at getting string players especially to think like a guitarist. And what does that mean? That essentially means listening. Guitarists learn parts by ear, so not so much the dots on the page, whereas string players is kind of the opposite. So imagine if you had both of those skills really honed in together, and Rob is the man. He's really phenomenal about that. Programs, like we said, we have programs for orchestra, band, and choir. And this is what we do in person. This is a lot of and as Mark mentioned, we do teacher training as well. So, so this is great.
Wow, that was incredible, Laura.
I'm gonna sneak over here to YouTube just to see what's happening in comments. Hey guys, and just say hello. And so if you're a teacher and you've booked an EYS experience, what does that look like? Well, we're gonna show you, right, Markwood?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just get this all, there we go. I want to get that all queued up. Okay, so when you're a teacher and you've booked an EYS project-based experience, we set you up in our EYS University. While we're working on our own EYS University, we were introduced to Schoology. We ran, a lot of educators are probably familiar with the LMS platform Schoology. We have used Schoology in ways that even the Schoology people never thought it could be used for. In fact, their comment was that it's never been used for music. Well, we used it effectively for 2 whole weeks with camp. Everything was on here and it was amazing. So doing it for EYS, we got all the bugs worked out. Everything's great and it's really awesome. So when you're an educator and you come on, we create a course for you. This is for a school called Harpeth Hall from Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. And so you log on and it brings you here. You click on your course and you're brought to this page, and everything you need is right here. From a song list to help you choose the material for your program to much needed information. The teacher's lounge, which you'll have to find out what that is when you become an EYS teacher. How to create a Schoology account for your students. We have made this so easy for you. If you want to include a choir element, AKA me, that's how you do it. Collaborative music apps to share with your students. You all knew that Mark has a free playbook on smart music, right? smartmusic.com/Mark-Wood. And it's free and y'all can play along with it. And he's got tutorial videos and it's freaking amazing. Cool stuff for students. We've got Mark's Fire and Ice video, his TED Talk, an EYS promo so they can find out about this, his YouTube channel, and this. And here is the most important folder, Music for Your Experience, which I'd like to give you a little bit of a taste. So this teacher has chosen Strings Will Rock You, Eleanor Rigby, Any Way You Want It, and Carry On Wayward Son. Each of these folders has an audio file. It has sheet music for all the parts, and it has tutorial videos and a performance video. So do we want to see, let's look at Studious Mark for a minute.
We'll look at academic Mark.
So here's academic Mark.
I look like a chemist. Strings Will Rock You, based on the great Queen song, We Will Rock You, written by Brian May. So at the very top, we want to start. All right.
So again, Mark will talk you through that.
I will talk you through the whole thing.
Talk you through the whole thing, and then he performs it for you so that you can watch him performing it and your students can play along
without
with Mark.
My glasses.
2, 3,
yeah, because now he's a rock star. So, right, because rock stars don't typically wear glasses unless we're on Zoom because we can't read. So that's why I have my glasses on. So music, this is very important. Then we're going to create a schedule of when your Zoom classes will happen. Because this teacher chose 4 songs, she gets 8 hours of live Zoom time with Mark. So we generally recommend that the first hour you do it with your entire group, and then subsequently with sections. Mark will work with the violins, the violas, the cellos, and the basses separately, and in small groups, so that they can get individual attention and instruction. We even give you instructions for how to film and record your virtual concert videos. And we talk about our camp a little bit. And of course, we showed you the collaborative music apps. And here's the Hip Hop 101 unit of study with teacher plans, student materials, unit materials. Super, super easy to navigate. Everything that you need is right here. And if you run into any issues, we are here to help. So that's pretty much it. We just wanted to show you all the cool stuff that we're doing. Does anybody have any questions that while we're here before we sign off for the evening? Let me go back to YouTube and see what we got. Okay, I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but someone, Ioannis, what a great name. I wish you could talk to us so we could hear you, so we can hear how your name is pronounced. Hi, Mark, I want to thank you for performing at my school at YBES 10 years ago. I still remember the whale calls and alien noises with your awesome violin.
That's the most important part of the concert is the aliens and dolphins.
Remember what YBES is. Yanni, what is, remind me, it's right on the tip of my tongue. What is YBES?
Sounds real familiar.
It does, it so does.
And you should also text us or post on Facebook that area so that maybe we can reach out to them and keep the energy going.
Youth Benefit Elementary School. I remember that. Do you remember that, Mark?
Yeah.
How cool. How cool. Well, we're going to sign off. How could some of us, Ireland, your student Ireland, how could some of us musicians become like digital YouTube ambassadors for EYS?
PM us, I think, in Facebook. Laura, what's the easiest way? Because we've been thinking about that. And we really
Yeah.
want to get everybody part of our team so that everybody wins with getting the word out about the great possibilities of music.
Yes, definitely. And Mark, will you have Ireland's information? There is an area on the website. Let me see. I'm going to share one more time just to show
Or
us where
give
we can find
Deb's
that.
email.
Um,
Can we post Deb's email?
we can, but I want to find, there we go. Okay, at the bottom of the page. Okay, there we go. Zoom, share screen. All right. So at the bottom of the EYS
Oh,
website on
yeah.
any page, there's this whole area called Explore Toolbox, stuff that's not in the menu. If you go to Student
Yeah.
Center, it talks um, about exactly what Ireland just brought up. You want to bring this to your school? Here's what you need to present to your people. Here's some testimonials and stuff like that. And then contact us and we will give you some tips. So we used to have something in here called a street team. This brings it to my attention that this needs to be added back to the website. But go to the student center, fill all this out, type your message and submit it, contact us, and we will get back to you and we will tell you how you can become an advocate, just like Ireland said. And that's phenomenal. Um, so that's great. Let me go back to YouTube for a second. Um, Lawrence McNamara would like, are we too active on Twitter or just Instagram and Facebook? We are mostly Instagram and Facebook. We
Yeah.
do not check Twitter as much. We post on Twitter all the time, but mostly through Instagram and Facebook. So if you really want to find us, Instagram and Facebook are the best ways to get us, or hit us up through the contact form on any of our websites. Courtney Engel Robertson, I attended the spring recital at an elementary school near Hanover, Pennsylvania last year to watch us play. How cool is that?
Yes.
Um, that's really awesome. Um, so great. I think we're done. And we're thrilled that you guys were able to join us. And I'm so sorry that we weren't able to do this on Facebook, but
Yeah, and honey, if you don't
got
mind
it.
me ending on a very
Please.
important upbeat note, is that we really want to help students and teachers. We are here to help. We've been doing this for many years, and now we're all those years we've now put it into a platform that we can share with you in bite-sized pieces so that you can share it with your students. But I think the critical part is that we must be leaders. We must still have a seat at the table with the administrators, the athletics department. Everybody's part of this conversation this next couple of months with what school is. And the music, orchestra, choir, band are critically important and essential classroom studies. We cannot be pushed aside. Be right at the table. We're there to help you with whatever message you need, but we will not be sitting back on this one and taking a year off from what we need to do. We cannot afford that. We must be leaders.
No, no, no. The first thing we did, probably many of you have already heard this story. The second everything got shut down, Mark and I went into like, all right, what are we going to do? We went into action mode, right? Um,
Yeah, but we were thinking about this for many years, but it's like,
yeah,
everyone's busy. And then all of a sudden we had a great reason to catapult our ideas that we've been working on and
yeah,
transferring what we've been doing live to an additional experience, not a replacement, but additional experience that's even more impactful and more commanding and more invigorating because the student is able to record and film and we're individually addressing each kid and we're really enjoying that. So guys, keep
yeah,
in touch. Let us know what if anything you need. Even having a conversation, we're up and ready for you.
absolutely. And like Mark likes to say, what do you like to say? Peace and
Peace and
love.
love, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.